Hello and good evening. My name is Kaushlan Raj. This is my group mate.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Azim Shah.
And this is for the interview for our assignment quality management. Hi, good day.
Hi,
Can I know what is just an introduction of yourself?
Okay, sir.
Your name, your age, how long you've been in this business, what's your business, and where is it located?
Okay. Thanks. Hello, my name is Kevin Alkindi Faisal. So, I'm 31 years old. So now we are at Akhir Pekan. So this business is located in the Emira Residence, Section 13 Shah Alam. So I think that's all for the simple introduction from me.
Alright, I shall begin with the questions.
Sure.
So, how do you manage and maintain the quality of your raw ingredients on a daily basis?
Okay. Alright. Okay. So first of all, we have two main raw ingredients. The first, the coffee bean itself, and then the second one is the fresh milk. That one, I think, the most important raw ingredients that we use in our cafe. So how we maintain the raw ingredients? Of course, we have a checklist. So for the coffee bean, we need to monitor the roast state because the coffee bean is very sensitive with the oxygen. So for that, we keep in the airtight canister. And then the second one for the fresh milk, of course, because we use the pasteurized fresh milk, so we keep inside the chiller. So we maintain the temperature below 4 degrees Celsius. So I think that's the two most important raw ingredients in our cafe.
Alright. My second question: how do you have any sort of? Do you have a standard quality that complying with?
Of course, we have a standard quality for our business. First, of course, we use the standard for the food quality assurance, right? So we maintain the cleanliness in terms of the how we store our ingredients, and then about our cafe environment. And then the second one, in terms of the coffee standard, we refer to the specialty coffee associations. Especially, we are more focused on the espresso. So we have the guidance from the ACA, but we can adjust based on our coffee beans that we use. So there are two aspects. First, about the food quality, and then the second one is about the coffee bean itself. How we brew the coffee, because the coffee is very sensitive, and then there are a few types of coffee, and then how to brew it is, of course, is different methods. So for this one, we refer to the ACA, to the standard of the espresso, and then of course for the food quality, we refer to based on the health of Ministry of Malaysia.
Okay, alright. Thank you for the answer. I shall pass to my group.
Sure.
Okay, hi Mr. Kevin. My name is Muhammad Azim Shah. So I'm gonna proceed with the other question. So my first question is, have you had any problem with raw ingredient like spoiled meat or old coffee beans?
Okay, so talking about the coffee beans, I mean, especially for the raw ingredients, right? There are two mains that I already told you in advance before. The first is the coffee beans. So for the coffee bean itself, it has the shelf periods. So you cannot store it for 1 year, for example, because it has the freshness life after the roasting. So usually for the coffee bean so far, we have one experience that we bought the coffee bean, but the coffee beans we store it for too long. For example, like 3 months, because usually after the roasting, it's best to use 2 weeks after the roasting usually for the medium roast, but for the darker coffee, you can use it 1 week after. So last time we had experience, there is one bag that we forgot. It has been past around 3 months around 3 months. So of course we cannot use it for espresso, but for another method we can use it, especially for example like cold brew, because cold brew, it doesn't affect much with the taste. But for the espresso, because of course, because we brew under the pressure, right? So if we use the long coffee beans, I mean the coffee bean that has been stale, the term called stale. So the taste is not maximum. So we can use it for another method brewing, for example like cold brew. But for the milk so far, because we use the pasteurized, right? So the rotation is quite fast. So far for the milk we haven't had the experience.
So for my last question, from your experience with this cafe, have you had a problem with suppliers like late delivery, bad quality or wrong amount?
Okay. Alright, because I think the main challenge is our coffee beans, right? Because we directly import from Indonesia for the coffee bean. So we roasted there, our partners roasted there, and then we directly ship to Malaysia. So far, we haven't had a problem with the delivery because we know when we need to order. So far for the coffee bean, we doesn't have much issue. And then for the milk itself, because the supplier actually is just upstairs, so it's very easy to handle. So I think the most important is we need to know how long we need to order, and then because we already have a stock of them, right? Usually every 1 week, so we already to know. So far we haven't had the issue for the delivery. I think about the supplier. So far so good.
So that's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so now I will continue our interview. So my name is Muhammad Aiman.
Okay.
So Mr. Kevin, I have 2 questions for you. So for the first one is, how do you maintain the quality of your coffee beans?
All right, thank you for the questions. Okay, for the coffee bean itself, usually we use 2 types of coffee beans. First, our house blend means that the coffee contains different origin. I mean, a few origins, and then another one is our seasonal coffee, right? So usually for house blend, we order in a big quantity. So to maintain, I think any kind of coffee, the first we need to maintain the freshness, right? So the coffee enemy is oxygen. So we need to keep inside the airtight container. But in terms of the quality, let's say for the darker roast, I think you can. I mean the freshness life. I think I'm sorry, not the freshness. I mean after roasting, you can brew it faster compared to the medium dark. So you need to know, I mean after the roasting that when you can use the coffee beans. I think that's how we maintain the coffee. So the most important is the storage for the coffee.
Thank you for your answer. So my second question is, what is the process when you choosing the specific blends or beans for your coffee?
Okay. All right. So I think this one is very important, right? So we need to know what is our market taste, right? So we cannot just buy based on our preference, right? Okay. So for the blends, for the house blend, we use a medium dark roast, which is the roast that I think most of the Malaysia like. That's more chocolatey, that's have low acidity, because sometimes people when we tell the coffee has acidity, there's something like the coffee should be bitter, right? But actually the coffee have a bitter side, but not bitter like burn. Okay, so for the house blend we use the medium dark, and then we use there are a lot of grades in coffee, right? And then the highest grade is specialty, and then grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and then we call it sometimes like rubbish grade. I mean, it's very, very low grade. But for us, we use the grade 1. We use the grade 1 coffee for house blend, and then it directly import from Indonesia. And then from in terms of the roaster as well, because roasting process is also very important to develop the taste of the coffee. So our partner roasters in Indonesia is already have great experience. They have roasted coffee for more than 20 years. So I think it's one of why we trust our partner to roast our coffee. And then for the seasonal itself, we usually change the coffee. Usually we bought it in small quantity like 2 kilos, 3 kilos. So after it's finished, we rotate. So in terms of the seasonal, we always use at least grade 1, but usually we use the specialty grade. So the purpose actually is to tell there are a lot of flavor notes in coffee. It's not just the bitter, right? It has something like fruity and floral. So I think that's how we choose our coffee profile. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That's all my question. So I pass it to my friends.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Mr. Kevin. My name is Suhai.
Okay, go ahead.
And for my first question is, have you improvised or upgrade one of your product? What was is and what were the improvement that you made?
Okay. All right. Thank you for the questions. Okay. Initially, when we opened this cafe, right, we use different house blend that we are using right now, right? They're the same coffee from Indonesia, but different region and different roasters. So at that time, initially we saw on the specification, the bean is quite good. That has a grade one coffee. But when the coffee arrived here and we check, we realized that a lot of defects on the coffee. I mean, the coffee grade is not as same like they mentioned before. So from them, we tried to look for another roaster partner, and finally we found this one. This one already has experience. Our roaster has a German roasting machine. They use I forgot Probot or Gison, and then they already have a lot of experience, and then they have their lot of coffee itself. I mean, lot means the farm. So in terms of the sustainability, I think it's already good. And then they use the grade one coffee, because the previous one they mentioned the grade one, but when it's arrived, I think it's not the grade one. So I think that's the big improvement, because we are a coffee shop. We are focused on the coffee, but so I think the coffee is the heart of this shop. So we need to make it very as a main factor that we need to keep for the quality. I think that's a big improvement that we do.
Thank you for answering that question. And for the second question is, what are the most frequent complaints you receive about the coffee?
Okay. All right. Thanks for the questions. Okay, talking about the complaints, right? We have been running this shop, I think, almost 6 months. So far, so good. Alhamdulillah, we never had the complaints. Even in our review, that's I think actually that's a good thing. But we need to maintain it properly, right? So we cannot say like, oh, we already good. No, but we always do the improvement. So far in terms of complaints, so far we never had any complaints. But okay, because usually when the customers enter the shops, and then we tell them, let's say, this kind of menu, so we give the expectation how the coffee looks like. So we never want the customer order without knowing how the expectation, right? For example, like our dirty latte, maybe that's a new term of the coffee menu, right? So we always tell this one, there's no sugar, there is no ice, but this one just espresso and milk. Because from the look itself, the dirty latte, for example, is very interesting, but maybe for someone that not used to with the coffee without sugar, they will disappointed, right? So we tell first how the expectation looks like. So I think that's one how we prevent the complaints from the customers.
Thank you. That's all for me, and I'll pass it to my another groupmate.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Luqman Haris. Before I ask the final question, can I ask a question based on what you said so far? You mentioned that like obviously different customers have different tastes and whatnot lah, like, and also coffee has different tastes like acidity level semua. So my first question will be like, if a customer, let's say he or she is more towards ada a higher understanding of coffee and whatnot, like maybe they ask for a specific type of blend ataupun a specific type of taste lah, and maybe you don't provide that. Do you like try to help them find maybe another shop, or like maybe kalau if you have your own blend, you can make your own coffee macam tu?
Okay. Alright, so actually, like I mentioned before, right, we have two types of coffee beans. And the seasonal one, we always rotate from different aspect of in term of the roasting level, in term of the origin. So usually we most of the seasonal we got it from Indonesia roasters, but sometimes we also use the local roaster from around Malaysia. For example, like currently we use the hub coffee roasters. We use the Ethiopia, right? So if someone want to look for the coffee that we currently not provided, maybe we can suggest to another coffee shop that they serve that coffee. Usually the shop that have a roastery, they have a lot of variety of coffee. So maybe we can suggest them to go there if we don't provide the type of coffee inside our store at that time.
And then for my final question is, a customer says their drink doesn't taste right ataupun there's some kind of like issue with the coffee itself. How do you handle the interaction to ensure their satisfaction?
Okay, if in that kind of situation, of course we need to handle it properly and professional, right? Of course we will say sorry first, and then we try to investigate what's the problem with the drinks, right? And also we say thank you because they give the feedback to us, and then for the complimentary we can offer them free drinks so that they will feel more comfort. So of course because they feel like the drink is not good, so we cannot just keep silent, right? So we need to say sorry, and we thank you for the feedback, and then we give the complimentary so that the customer will not feel disappointed with us, right? So that's I think how we encounter the issue.
So I think that's all for the interview.
Okay,
thank you very much for giving us
you
your
for
time
having
and opportunity, and thank you.